This is not like any course I've ever played before. Now let's go toss some plastic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we find ourselves at probably the most unique course that I've ever been to. We are at Burde Ridge DGC in Woodbury, Tennessee. Guys, we are out here, okay? We are out here. This basket is 325 feet, hole one, dead straight, slightly uphill. As you can see, there's just all kinds of stuff going on around here. I don't know what we are getting ourselves into today, but we are gonna start with our champion leopard, and I am really excited to get this round started. All right, we came up quite a bit short. I don't know if you guys could see it, but we hit one of those tiny little branches, took some wind out of the sails. We're gonna have a long putt. We have left ourselves a very tricky putt, especially with this rogue branch hanging in front of us, probably around 50 feet, way uphill for the two. Oh, come on. Oh, not bad at all. For the three, I think the bag boy has met its match today. This terrain is intense to say the least. So I think I'm gonna go run it back to Greta real quick. Hole two, 309 feet dead straight. As you can see, there's a path mowed out of the mountain grass here. I do, however, think I'm gonna go with a high hyzer out. Try to hit that group of trees up there, drop down, should leave us a putt. Hit the trees. Oh boy. We didn't hit the trees. That could have skipped a long way. Not for nothing, the carpet remnants, great grip. Like, not upset with these tee pads at all. Here's where the Firebird landed. Another tricky lie, another long uphill putt. This one's probably around 50 feet. I have a little window here for the hyzer. Oh boy. You know, it's gonna be an interesting day. Needless to say, pars are the goal. Hole three, 278 feet. We have another tight tunnel shot, also going uphill. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we are slowly climbing a mountain, and I can feel every step of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna disc up to the Envy, throw it, or the Hex, throw it into the side of the hill, hopefully get a little ground play, and leave ourselves a shorter putt. Hold the line. That's gone. That's actually gone. That's, wrangle it in. We have some shop manufacturing to do here. That basket's probably around 100 feet away, quite a bit uphill. I do think we have room to swing a hyzer in there. I'm gonna go with my justice. Hopefully we can get our par. Oh, that felt perfect. Slow down. Oh no. Oh no. That may have just crested down the other side. Oh no. Oh no. This is not the course. Oh, buddy. As expected, the Justice did rocket down the other side of this hill. Definitely should have played it a lot safer. We do have a chance to save our par, although it seems like every putt is way uphill. As expected, our putt did roll back downhill even farther away from where we were. So we really should play it safer. I think we're putting for, I don't know, maybe a 7. All right, that one stayed. Hole 3 recap, we're very tired. We just like 6 putted and the strap on the backpack broke. So I don't, you know, my mom fixed that for me way back, it broke. I don't blame her too much. She's only a seamstress, you know what I mean? Michelle, get it together. You know what I'm saying? Get it together. Hole 4, it's only 125 feet. Let me tell you something. Behind this tee pad is a beautiful view of the mountainside. Maybe I'll show you guys after I get this ace real quick with the Rhino. Well, no ace, but finally a short putt. I've tied the strap in a knot, so hopefully it'll hold up for the rest of the round. Hole 5, as you can see, we have a pretty big Annie shot that we have to knock out here, 218 feet. I'm gonna go with the Paradox. Keep turning. All right. That'll leave us kind of a long putt. I should have committed to that a little more. Still trying to fine tune the Paradox. We went from a base layer and a long sleeve to a t-shirt. I'm telling you, we are out here shedding the LBs. And the putts, or shredding the putts, I should say. Hole 6, we have a double Mando here. And as you can see, it's guarded by a lightning golf discs sign. You gotta respect it, you gotta love it. We're just gonna throw the Rhino straight up there, hopefully get a putt. Try not to hit that piece of metal with a bullseye on it right on the tree. All right, not pretty, but it got through everything. Any putt we take, any putt we have, we'll gladly take. The Rhino worked out a little bit better than I expected. Oh boy, I thought the camera was gonna fall. You see that reflex time? Watch out, you know what I mean? I don't think I've ever been to a course quite as unique as this. As you can see right here, we have the shed with all the disc golf stuff. There's a dog. There's a dog right here just hanging out. There's all these kind of little sculptures and there's baskets everywhere. They have a mini course, they have a slide, all kinds of just craziness going on in here. It's so cool. Like this did not happen overnight. This has been a lifestyle. Hole 7, and this is a long one, 500 feet. We want to hit this initial gap where the short tee pad is and then hold an Annie as long as we can. We are going to go with our Wraith. Oh, that was a good throw. Yep, that was a good throw. That was as good of a throw as I could do on this tee pad. Very happy with that. Still have about 100 feet to the basket, and we do have this tree branch at a 90-degree angle, just perfectly blocking it for us. Now, maybe the old Pro Rhino can get back-to-back throw-ins on the channel. Nope. It will get the job done though, like it usually does. For the 3, Hole 8, 275 feet. The basket is just staring right back at us. I am gonna go with the Envy. For some reason, this thing hasn't left the bag much lately, mostly because we've been dealing with a lot of low ceilings, but hopefully it can shine for us. Yep. You know, the Envy needs a lot of height. It goes dead. That thing would have probably went past the basket. It flies perfectly, but it needs to go way up and then come back down. The Envy did come up quite a bit short for us, leaving a very tricky putt, probably around 60 feet to, I think, a slightly elevated basket. Maybe? Nope. Wow, I did not think that'd go deep. For the 3, Hole 9, and this is a tricky one, 500 feet downhill. Now I see a basket up there, kind of near the house. I think that's where we're aiming. I don't think we're gonna rip a 600 footer right now, but just to play safe, I'm gonna tone it back a bit, go with a more overstable disc, my Firestorm. Oh, I hit the power line. Oh, I hit the power line. It was looking so good. What an absolute bummer. We have probably, I don't know, 60 feet uphill over the gazebo for the 2. One time. Oh, good putt. For today's Hole 9 break, I want to talk to you guys about one specific topic, and I would love to hear your thoughts on it, and that is the U-Disc top 100 courses. My question to you is, what do you want to get out of a course for it to be top 100? Now that list is obviously subjective, and I think it's built off of wish lists. And as I've played quite a few of them, some of them absolutely, no question, no brainer, that's where they deserve to be. And then you show up to some of them, and for me anyway, I just have a lot of confusion. Some examples I have, when you look at Flip City, which I believe is ranked 11th in the world. Now I absolutely love Flip City. Do I think Flip City as a course is the 11th best pure disc golf course in the world? I don't. But for what Flip City is, what it means to the disc golf world, how long it's been around, the culture with it, it absolutely deserves that spot on the list. And then you have places like Renegade Trails, which I filmed not too long ago, and Lula OG course in Georgia. And from what I understand, those two courses sit pretty similarly on the top 100. And in my opinion, those courses are in a different category. Yes, Renegade Trails was a great course, but it was big, it was well manicured, and there wasn't that many things that stuck out. There were a few cool pin locations, but other than that, nothing really jumped out at the page. Where Lula OG, every hole on that course, the beauty of that course, the difference, the shot shapes, everything else had doing with it, the open with the mix with the wood, it 100% deserves to be there, but I don't think Renegade should even be on the list. I do ask you guys, what is it that you want? Do you want pristine greens in a championship style course? Do you want a nitty gritty woods course that you're battling every step of the way? Do you want these kind of out there picturesque and experience that you will never forget? Which one of those is the tipping point for you? I'm excited to read your comments, and as always, if you want to check out some merch or some used discs, make sure you head to the website. And I want to say a big thank you to my members. I do have 3 of them now. I will put your gorgeous names up here on the screen. I greatly appreciate it. And if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. Hole 10, 250 feet. Now it looks like it's a hyzer shot. Not entirely sure, but that's the vibe I'm getting. I'm gonna disc up a little bit because we have to get it pretty high in the air because we get that elevation gain. I'm gonna go with my Kotuku. I mean, sounds like we nailed a rock, but if the basket is where I think it is, that was as good as I could do. Maybe we nailed a rock, maybe we hit the bottom of the basket, I'm not sure. Hole 11, 215 feet, and we have a very touchy, tight anhyzer shot. If you see the surfboard up there, that's when you want to start hanging a right. And with this tree right in front of us on the tee pad, we really need a quick flip up and turnover. We don't have room to work, you know, a sweeping Annie. So I'm gonna go with the Waka Waka. Turn, it's not gonna turn. All right, that's fine. We hit a tree, fell right in the fairway. As you can see, we have some very beautiful but tricky terrain here. I would guess we're still probably around 90 feet from the basket. Looks like a little forehand flick is the only option, but with these trees right here, it's not as easy as it looks. Be okay. All right, well, we caught another tree. That may have helped us. The justice may have went soaring. We have left ourselves a tricky little straddle Annie putt to save our par. Oh, barely. All we need is barely though. Hole 12, it's only 180 feet. Another tricky, tight Annie shot. I'm not sure if I want to go with the outside or the inside lane, but we are gonna run it back with the Waka Waka. Oh boy. Tricky. I did feel pretty good about that. We caught a branch and it just like sucked it back into the woods. The Waka Waka did not turn out great, but good enough to give us a long birdie putt, probably around 70 feet. Oh, very tricky footing on a lot of these putts, very rocky. So I've heard through the grapevine that there is a select group of viewers that I have that tend to watch my videos together and have created a drinking game. Whenever I say the term dead straight or full send, you guessed it. Now apparently I say that a lot, but just for you guys, the next 5 holes we are gonna full send, full send, full send, full send, full send, and I believe that they are all dead straight, dead straight, dead straight, dead straight. And on that note, good night, because I don't think you're gonna finish the video. Hole 13, it's only 180 feet, but it is a tricky one because we have to crest this hill, but not go too high to hit the ceiling. It is more or less kind of a standard hyzer shot outside of all of that. We are gonna go with the Rhino. All right, I didn't hear us hit anything, so I think we're gonna be pretty close. Update, not very close at all. We are about 50 feet short somehow, and we have a tough little hyzer putt. And if we sail past the basket, I might just leave the hammer down there, to be honest, because it's a steep roll away. Oh, Hunter, you gotta acknowledge your surroundings. What a waste. Hole 14, 250 feet. The basket is dead straight, but as you can see, the tunnel gets smaller and smaller as we go with a tricky pin location. Now, the Rhino needs some redemption. It just has not been throwing all that well today, so hopefully this is its time. Just dead square of the tree. I mean, don't get me wrong, these fairways are very small, but I should be playing better. We've left ourselves a very gorgeous putt. It is very tricky like usual, but it's about 45 feet uphill, kind of through these trees for the 2. Whoa, not a bad run. I have no idea where that hammer went. I know for a fact it landed right by the basket. I thought it'd be sitting right here, but it's not, which makes me start to wonder because it does kind of go down forever. So I don't know. Hopefully we can find it. I've already looked for a while, but it's got to be somewhere down in there. Really trying to fight for it now. Probably 44 feet way uphill for the 3. Be good. Oh, pull tapper. That would have been a really cool par save. Now we are on hole 15. We are going to bump up to the short. I believe this is only the second short tee pad that we played so far. 210 feet, pretty standard and hyzer shot, but we are starting to get some wind ripping through these hills. I'm going to go with the Envy. Be good. I think it should be. I think the Envy came through for us on that one. Hole 16, 220 feet, dead straight, tunnel shot downhill. Now we all know how great I am at these shots. I'm gonna go with the Paradox. If you ever see me get really quiet like that after a throw, it's just because I'm trying to zoom in on where this puppy landed so we don't end up on a safari. Now, we did work out better than I thought, but we have an extremely tricky thread the needle way downhill putt for the 2. Oh, dang it. I was really hoping that we could pull that off. For the par. Hole 17, and this is a extremely gorgeous and extremely daunting hole, 250 feet. As you can see, we have a gap that we have to hit and then it opens back up, but we are going way downhill and the basket is surrounded by water. So there are quite a few things to navigate on this one. I'm gonna go with my Envy. Oh yeah, just settle down. Oh, that's a really good shot. That had some speed coming in. I thought it was gonna skip up into the water. Very happy with that shot. Very glad that the Envy slowed down in time. And rounding off one of the most interesting rounds of disc golf I've ever played, we have hole 18, 182 feet. It is cool ending the course with these like lush greens, but as you can see, if we do hyzer out, we're going in the creek. So we are gonna go with the Envy, take it nice and soft. Hopefully it just kind of holds that baby Annie the entire time, and we can end on a good note. Please hold it. Oh, thank goodness. I let go of that a little early and I did not think it was gonna hold that line. My goodness, am I ready for a nap. That wraps up Burde Ridge DGC in Woodbury, Tennessee. And guys, I don't even know where to begin to try to give this course a rating. This is just one of those courses that every single person that steps foot on it could have a drastically different rating. It just kind of depends on the disc golfer you are. If you're somebody who loves exploration, loves hiking, and loves disc golf, this course, I mean, really, it could be a 10 out of 10 because you're getting all of that. The disc golf is almost a byproduct, and the main focus is exploring this hillside or mountainside, not entirely sure when what becomes what, but just exploring it, checking it out, and getting to throw some discs along the way. As you can tell, the tee pads were carpet remnants, and the tee signs were pieces of metal, mostly with Sharpie written on them. You're not gonna have a great idea of where you're throwing on some of these holes, but most of them are apparent. If you are somebody who struggles with mobility at all, let me tell you something, this course is not for you. This has been quite a nice little workout navigating this course. There are no flat holes. You're either throwing up a hill or down. I will say what just immediately sets this course aside is I don't think you will ever play another one like it. There is so much character front to back all over this course. There's 18 holes, 2 different tee pads, and then they have one of the mini disc golf courses set up down there, which you guys saw some of it. There's a lot going on down there. You could easily spend all day here playing disc golf, chatting with the amazing owners, and just having a good time. Like with most technical courses, you will need a lot of different shot shapes, but you do get a chance to really air the arm out on a couple of these holes, which is very enjoyable and took me by surprise. Love to see in the comments what you guys think of this course, if it is up your alley or maybe not so much. With all of that being said, I'm gonna give this course the solid score of 9 out of 10. And really that score is solely based off the fact that I love disc golf, but I love the experience just as much. And I know I will probably never experience another course like this. As far as true disc golf goes, is it a 9 out of 10? Well, no. It's not, but for the experience, I believe it deserves that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Now it's your turn to go toss some plastic.